Hello, good morning, students. Class 6, welcome to my history classroom. Once again, today I am going to discuss about urban local self government. In my last video, I told you about rural local self government. So, let's start. For any village or town to transform into a large city, certain basic needs are essential for its smooth running. Water and electricity are the basic requirements for homes, schools, offices, etc. to function. A good network of roads and transport systems, adequate housing facilities, proper sanitation, schools and hospitals facilities are some of the uh, things essential in an urban setup. The Panchayati Raj system was established to fulfill the civic needs of the people in rural areas. Similarly, the basic facilities are provided by the municipal corporation, the municipalities, and the Nagar Panchayats in urban areas. So, urban local self government are divided into three parts. Number one, municipal corporation or Nagar Nigam. Two, municipalities or Nagar Palikas or municipal committee or municipal council. And lastly, Nagar Panchayats. In order to form local bodies, towns or cities are divided into various categories. Small towns with population up to 20,000 are looked after by Nagar Panchayats. Cities with population between 20,000 to 10 lakhs are looked after by municipalities, and large cities with population of more than 10 lakhs are looked after by municipal corporations. So, what is metropolitan cities? The word metropolitan comes from two Greek words, meter, which means mother, and polis, which means city. The word denotes a very large and important city, usually the chief city in its region with a population of more than 10 lakhs. It is significant economic, political and cultural center for the country. You know that Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai and Delhi are also a big metropolitan city. Bengaluru, Hyderabad are big metropolitan city. So, what is municipal corporation? The municipal corporation is an elected body that is responsible for running the civic affairs of metropolitan cities. Big cities are highly populated and face a number of issues on a daily basis. Their needs and requirements are fulfilled by municipal corporations. Number of the members depends upon the population of a city. The elected members are called the councillors. The head of this municipal corporation is called mayor. A deputy mayor is also elected to take charge in mayor absence. The members of the municipal corporation are directly elected by the residents of the city whose age is not less than 18 years and who are registered as voters for the purpose. A person who wants to contest an election for the membership must not be less than 25 years of age. The number of elected members depends upon the population of the city. 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women. Some seats are reserved for members belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The elected members or the councillor also nominate some experienced persons in the field of science, education, medicine, art to the municipality. They are called, their tenure is 5 years. Okay. The councillors, the mayor and the deputy mayor are elected by the members. The mayor is known as the first citizen of the town. The other significant members is a municipal commissioner who is the chief executive officer and is appointed by the state government. He or she holds office for 3 to 5 years. He or she supervises the work of the various branches, administration, and acts as a link between the state government and the corporation. Okay. You should be learned that the function of the municipal corporation and optional functions. Next, source of income. Okay, what is the source of income of uh, municipal corporation? Taxes on goods coming into the city, known as the octroi taxes, on houses and land called property taxes, on the business and the professionals. Annual collection of property taxes, charges for the supply of water and electricity, collection from transport, theatres, picnic spots, fairs, markets, etc. Education tax to support educational activities, taxes on vehicles, business and profession, charges for issuing birth and death certificate, toll tax for the use of roads and bridges, grants and loans from the state government. All these are source of income of municipal corporation, and the main function of the municipal corporation is the public health, sanitation, water supply and electricity, education, public security, public works, maternity and child welfare, records of births and deaths, certificate, etc, etc. Members of the state legislative, like Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, which I told you in my last video, and members of the parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, both elected from the area from a part of the municipality. Next, municipalities or Nagar Palika, a town with a population of more than 20,000 but less than 10 lakhs is administered by a municipality. The municipality is also called municipal council or municipal committee or Nagar Palikas or Nagar Panchayat. The members of the municipality are directly elected by the citizen uh, of the city who are not less than 18 years of the age and are registered as voters of the city. The candidates who wish to contest the election must be 25 years of age or above. The number of members of a municipality varies from town to town depending on the population. The elected members are called the councillors. The city is divided into number of wards. Each ward elects one member. 1/3 of the total seats are reserved for women. Some seats are also reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe also. What is the source of municipality? Income tax levied on the property, vehicles, advertisement and entertainments, charges on the uses of water and electricity, toll tax also, and grants from the state government. And lastly, Nagar Panchayats. A Nagar Panchayat is set up for an area that is changing from rural to urban. Small towns with a population up to 20,000 are looked after by Nagar Panchayats. The members are elected by the registered voters who are not less than 18 years of age. The members must be not less than 21 years of age. They provide facilities like water supply, sanitation, healthcare, and the records of the births and the deaths. They get income from these services. They get grants from the state government for their functioning. And last topic is supervision of urban local self. Governing bodies of the municipal corporation and municipalities function under the supervision of the central and state government. Both government look after by central and state government also jointly. They moved towards locality. So you should learn this chapter, and also and very much careful to learn that is functions, optional functions, source of income of municipality, etc., etc. You learn and go through this chapter and note down. Next day I will going to discuss a new topic and also new chapter. Thank you.